We are excited to share the first 3D digital scans of objects from the Smithsonian Center for Folklife and Cultural Heritage in a multi-year collaboration with the Smithsonian's Digitization Program Office and our leadership sponsor, Verizon, for the Our Shared Future, Reckoning with Our Racial Past initiative. These objects were selected because they tell meaningful stories to help us learn more about the complicated history and legacy of race and racism, while also humanizing the stories that have helped build a more equitable shared future.
Traditions can be powerful enough to link oceans. These coiled baskets, created by African American basket sewers from the low country of South Carolina, are part of a deep and unbroken connection to African heritage that dates from the 1700s. This is a coiled sewing basket from sweetgrass, palmetto fronds, and pine needles, with fitted lid finished with a knob. This basketry tradition came to South Carolina and the Georgia Sea Islands in the 17th century, brought by people from the Senegambian regions of West Africa who had been forced into slavery. These skills are passed on in African American families throughout the low country of South Carolina, and the baskets have become a source of income and creative expression. They are forceful reminders of an enduring African American history and heritage. This wooden gable decoration is a typical architectural feature of Okanazie council houses where Surinamese Maroons exercised their hard-won and staunchly defended right to govern themselves as African-descended people who fought their way out of captivity. It was created by participants from the Surinamese Maroon communities at the 1992 Smithsonian Folklife Festival in Washington, D.C. The contemporary cultures of Maroons are creative syntheses that combine and recombine originally diverse African elements, as well as elements from European and indigenous American cultures in unique ways. Made of corrugated cardboard and tissue paper, then decorated with paint, tinsel, and flashy jewels, this bird-shaped headdress was worn in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Author Keith Wisdom describes the Bahamian Junkanoo as a personal and collective celebration of freedom. The roots of these public celebrations are tied to West Africa and have been transformed by generations of Afro-Bahamians. Although the Bahamas is known to many in North America as a balmy vacation spot, legacies of enslavement and colonization have been threaded through the history of the Bahamas, as is the case with other Caribbean islands. Bahamians celebrate both emancipation and the promise of freedom in all its dimensions. It's a creative way for individuals to express shared values related to freedom, heritage, and different forms of expressive culture.
If you would like to learn more about these objects and their stories, as well as explore others, I encourage you to visit our website. Thank you.